Into a comfortable seat. If you want to sit on your block or your bolster, do. You can sit cross-legged or you can sit on your shins if that's more comfortable. And then I'd like you to come back into your sit bones, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Take a couple of rolls through the shoulders if they're tight. Starting to softly connect to your breath. And allowing your shoulder blades to fall down the back. Opening across the collarbones. Maybe palms are face down on the knees or the thighs, or face up if that's more comfortable. Before we do too much changing of our breath, our energy, our bodies, I'd just like you to notice what is happening for you today. How is your energy feeling? Maybe you've been on the go until you arrived here, so there might be a little bit of settling to happen. Maybe there's an area of tightness that needs a little bit of movement before the body can settle fully. Maybe there's an emotion there that is a little bit uneasy. Maybe needing some deep breaths, maybe needing some acknowledgement. Just take this moment to adjust. Maybe it's your clothing. Give yourself this moment to fidget if you need to. Allowing yourself the space before dropping in. We'll take 3 breaths and then come into a space of stillness. Lengthen through your spine. Close your eyes if you're comfortable to, or pick a point on the floor in front of you and soften your gaze. Imagine all your senses drawing inside the body. Start to feel effort dropping away from your jaw. Tension or activation in the sides of the neck softening. Drawing the breath a little bit deeper down into the abdomen. Feeling the whole torso, feeling that sense of expansion. And as you exhale, let your body drop. Soft. Notice if you are gripping or clenching around your hips. See if you can release on your exhale. Feel your shoulders dropping even further down your back. As your spine roots down into the ground. Your heart lifts, the back of the body supports you. The front of the body opens. Breathing deeper. Feeling your pelvic floor at the base of your pelvis expand as you breathe in. Feeling your lower abdomen expand, your back, sides of the hips, ribs. Feel your torso expanding in a 360 dimension. Front, back, sides, and everything in between. With every inhale, imagine every cell of your body being flooded with fresh oxygen, nutrients to the tips of the toes and the tips of the fingers. And with every exhale, softness, connecting to your breath, being gentle. Allowing your mind to become a little bit more refined, your senses to become a little bit more refined. Tuning into the subtleties in the body, small movements, maybe becoming aware of your clothes on your skin. Maybe if you really focus, you can feel the layer of warmth between your skin and your clothing. Notice how now maybe the breath is softened as the mind becomes quieter. Now visualizing a glass tube running through the center of your body, from the crown of your head to the base of your torso, along the length of the spine. And as you breathe in, see in your mind's eye prana energy, life force energy traveling on the breath up to the crown of the head. You might see this energy as a texture or a color. It could be smoke. It could be water. It could be like grains of sand. Allow whatever comes into your mind's eye. As you inhale, breathing into your belly, imagine this breath, this pranic energy traveling up to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, this pranic energy travels down the tube to the base. Inhaling breath to the crown of the head. Exhaling breath to the base. Keep your breath slow, long, soft. This channel, the central channel, is known as Sushumna Nadi. It's the space that the chakras sit along, and it's the space that every other energetic system branches off from, like rivers. Keep this visualization as you breathe in and out. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Clearing and revitalizing the central energetic channel in the body. Taking 3 more breaths here. Last one. Let the breath become soft and natural. And just notice how your body feels now, how the breath feels. You might feel a cool sensation around your throat or into the lungs. You might not feel any change, that's okay. We're going to gently open the eyes and take one foot. We're going to work with our kidney today. So we're going to work with a very potent kidney pressure point in the foot. So if you have your big toe and your second toe, it's the ball of the foot in between those two toes. So you can press around here and maybe see if there's any tenderness. There might not be, that's good. Keep the breath nice and slow. If you want to, also we can trigger liver at the same time. So if you use your thumb on the ball of the foot and your first 2 fingers on the top line between your big toe and second toe, you'll be working your liver point as well. You can't see. This is a brilliant point to press if you're having any issues with menstrual cramps, clotting, dark blood, or at Christmas if you've eaten too much, drank too much. It's a very nourishing point to activate. It will help your liver process. And we'll come to the other foot. Notice any difference if one side is tender or harder. And the top of the foot as well for liver. Releasing that. You're going to lengthen the legs forward. You might want to stay seated on your block if you Find it difficult to sit with the legs out straight. Bringing the toes to point up towards the ceiling. If you have very tight hamstrings and you're not comfortable having the knees completely straight, or if you have hypermobility in the knees, it can be nice to put a block behind the knee so that it's not overstretching. If you are sitting on your block, just tipping forward slightly so that the tailbone is almost coming out behind you. Now inhale, lift up through the spine. Bring a little bit of engagement through your tummy muscles. Press through the balls of the big toes. Hands by the sides. We're going to exhale a little bit of engagement as you breathe out at the core and just start to hinge forward. And that might just be a very, very small fold for you. We're going to take 3 breaths, exhaling, seeing if you can hinge a little bit more. Keep your chest open. So you want to keep a nice long spine. Last one, exhaling. And then allowing the back to round. And you might want to take your bolster. You can use your bolster on the lap like so, or you can even prop it up and hug it if you want a little bit more support. The body's going to open quite a lot in this forward fold, so it can be nice to have a little bit of space between your head and the bolster to allow an opening to happen. I'm going to stay here for 3 minutes. To begin, really do focus on your breath. The inhale and the exhale. Keeping your breath long and slow. Allowing your body space and time to open. The breath tells your body that it is safe. Letting go of any effort around your shoulders or your arms. With every exhale, allowing your torso to sink deeper and deeper. Releasing tension, releasing effort. Softness in the mind. Softness in the breath. Softness in the body. Beginning to deepen your breath in, thinking about moving before you move. As you exhale, keep your head bowed forward, start to walk your hands back in towards your hips, leaning back, slowly rolling up from the base to the top of the spine. Last thing to lift is the head. Feel free to move the neck or take the hands behind the back and open the chest if that feels nice. Maybe bending the knees. Any movement that you take, let it be slow. And then removing your blocks if you've used them. Taking your bolster along on the mat. If you've got beans, just pat them out. Coming to sit on the side so that your left hip is by the bolster. Taking your right foot back as far as you can comfortably. And then we'll see if we can level the hips. They don't have to be completely level. If you can't get that right sit bone down, it's not the end of the world. We're going to try and level them a little bit. Taking your hands around to the left so they're almost either side of the bolster. Inhale, lifting up, lengthening through your spine. As you exhale, just engaging your tummy muscles, little twist. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, maybe twisting a little bit more. Notice if your right hip has lifted a lot. See if you can just gently guide it down towards the floor without forcing. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, seeing how it feels to twist a little bit deeper. And when you feel that you've rotated as much as your body can, we'll walk the hands down either side of the bolster and come to lay. You might want to move the bolster a little bit if you need to. Try to get the center of your chest to the bolster, and your options are to have your head down, twisting the head over the right shoulder, or if you want to come into a full spinal rotation over the left. Being gentle enough with your body, checking in with the spine. If sensations are quite intense, use the breath. Tell the body it's safe. And with every exhale, allow the bolster to take the weight of your body. Becoming heavier and heavier. Relax the shoulders. Relax the arms. Maybe relaxing the breath. allowing your body to receive this nourishing support from the ground, from the bolster. Knowing that the more that you can let go, the more that you will be filling your cup, giving over the need to do, the need to be, act, control, and allowing the body to work its own magic, to unleash its own wisdom. The body knows what is needed from it. The body is always listening, always adjusting to bring balance, repair, homeostasis. As you inhale, thinking about moving before you move at all, warning the body, telling it what's coming. And then bringing your head back to center if it's not already there. Again, walking your hands in, moving slowly and gently, bringing your legs to the opposite side, the bolster over to the opposite side. This time, left leg is back. See if you can level the hips as much as possible. Taking the hands around to the right side. Inhale, lifting up through the spine. And again, see if that hip can come down a little bit more. Exhale, drawing in from the core. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to twist, maybe a little bit more gentle, slow. Inhale, lengthening. And exhaling to twist. Maybe taking 1 or 2 more breaths here. And then beginning to make your way down to your bolster, center of the chest. If you rotated the head in one direction, rotate it in the opposite direction now. And again, maybe using your breath to help the body settle. Sinking into the ground, into the bolster. Noticing maybe this side is easier to melt into. Maybe the body knows now how to find its ease. Deepening the inhale, telling your body movement is coming. Bringing hands underneath shoulders, bringing head back to center, and gently walking yourself up. Coming to lay face down on your mat. We're going to come into broken wing pose. So we'll start on our fronts. I'll just show you before you get into it too much. You're going to take your right hand out in alignment with your shoulder. It's easier if I show you backwards. You're going to then roll over, taking that left leg back, and you can take your foot to the mat. You can bend this knee, maybe feet together. You might want to take a block underneath your head if you feel like it's falling quite a lot. Option to have your hand in front or hand comes behind. So this is going to be your deepest expression. If it's too much, you can lengthen out that top leg and have your left hand forward. Lovely. Brilliant. This pose is going to feel different for everybody depending on the levels of tightness in the chest and the shoulder. Making sure that you're not coming into the pose so deep that you're holding your breath or creating tension in the body. Come to a space where you can find some release. As we move through the pose, as we hold it, the body will let go and the pose can become deeper. It can start to feel more intense. It's really important not to come into your deepest expression straight away. Let this unfold for you. In broken wing, we are primarily working with the meridian lines in the arms and across the collarbone, the chest, to the lung, the large intestine, and the heart. All of these lines have to do with how we digest and assimilate our emotions, and the information around us, how it affects us, our boundaries. So it's a huge effect on our energy levels and our immunity as well. You may even feel this all the way down the length of the spine on the right side. Working with the bladder, kidney, gallbladder. This pose is a deeply nourishing, releasing pose, and for many quite challenging. Remember the breath, deep and long, signaling that the body is safe. safe to let go, safe to repair. Being mindful of any tingling or pins and needle sensations in the hand. If this is happening, you may want to come out of the pose slowly or back away. Gently, slowly, layering yourself out of the pose, arm first, then leg, then rolling onto your front again. Very, very slowly bringing that arm in. And we'll take the hands underneath the head and just rest here in crocodile. Maybe you feel you want to bring your right arm down by your side. And then starting to move to the left side, left arm extends. Gently, slowly rolling over. Taking your time to find the position that works best for you. Supporting the head with a block if you need it. Slowly releasing your top arm, closing the top leg, rolling gently onto your front again. Either taking both hands under your brow or just the right arm and taking your left arm in by your side. And then as you inhale, start to take your hands underneath your shoulders, pressing yourself back. We're going to come into a child's pose. Option to use your bolster if you want to between the legs, or just come straight down. It might feel quite nice to take your hands around towards your heels after broken wing, letting the shoulders fall forward. But feel free to bring the hands wherever you prefer. Allowing your back, your lower back to round. Think about drawing the tailbone down towards your heels. Bringing your hands back underneath your shoulders and gently pressing yourself up tall. For our final position, we're going to take a heart opening pose. So bringing your bolster to the center of the mat. You want to have a little bit of space at the top. Then taking your blocks to the base or to the bottom of your mat, should I say. Again, just make sure that the bolster, the beams are level. We're going to sit on the end of the bolster. I can come around, so you want the blocks at the bottom, your feet are going to go on them. I can come around though and adjust if we need to, and you get into the pose where they are exactly. So I want you to sit on it and then lie back and gently slide back. So we want to open the front of the chest.
So just making sure that the bolster isn't too far down your back, that you're arching the spine, arching the lower back. We want this openness here. So you might have just your head on the mat, or you might come back a little bit more and have just the tops of the shoulders on the mat. It's going to just depend on the shape of your body. And then the feet can come onto the blocks. The arms can be open by the sides, maybe down, or even overhead if that feels nice. So if you're not sure, let me know. You could come back a little bit more. Good. Feel good? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, brilliant. You can come back a little bit more if you want to. It feels I'll move your blocks for you. I'll bring them down a bit more. And then you can lengthen your legs. Everyone okay? It's good, isn't it? Especially if you've been at a desk all day or sitting on a computer. It really opens the chest. I'll stay here for 3 more minutes. Imagine breathing in and out through the center of your chest, your heart chakra, center of compassion and unconditional love. As you exhale, start to bring your hands in by your sides and your feet off the mat. And then gently rolling over to one side. Use your hand as a little stop to stop you falling. Roll the bolster out from behind your back and come to lay on the back. Maybe taking the bolster underneath the knees. We'll come into Savasana, corpse pose, our final pose. Taking a deep inhale. And as you exhale, sighing out of the mouth, allowing your body to be taken, held by the earth beneath. With every inhale, feel your body lightening. With every exhale, feel your body becoming heavier. Front of the body opens as you breathe in. Back of the body sinks and releases as you breathe out.
Gently beginning to deepen your inhale. Moving your fingers and your toes. And beginning to gently move the whole body, maybe a full body stretch. Moving in whatever way feels right for you. Maybe taking knees into chest or just feet onto the bolster. And very gently swaying the knees side to side. Rolling all the way over onto one side. Coming into the fetal position and pausing here for a moment. Just noticing how your body feels now after your class in comparison to how it felt at the beginning. Noticing your breath, your energy. Taking a deep inhale. As you exhale slowly, making your way up to a comfortable seat. Try and keep your eyes closed if you can. We'll inhale, circle hands up overhead, giving thanks to the sky above us. Thumbs to brow center, honoring our own inner wisdom. To heart center, honoring our own inner peace and compassion. And bowing down to the earth beneath us, giving thanks. Thanking you all so much. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you.